A different unit, asset number 4, begins a separate, unseen mission. One asset breaks from the group, descending rapidly towards a ground-based defensive unit. This is the face of a protector. At the moment, his electronic eyes are taken away. What if the most advanced shield on Earth had one blind spot, and something just learned how to find it? A digital flashbang, an Iran AI drone swarm executing a sophisticated electronic maneuver. A silent pulse and a guardian of the skies is rendered inert, without a single scratch. 2 hours earlier, a city sleeps, blanketed by a technological peace believed to be absolute. Because in this new game, the most dangerous piece is the one that vanishes from the board. This is not just a simulation. It's a look into the future of the Iran-Israel war. Inside the command center, it's just another night. All systems report nominal. All screens are green. The defense network is a layered masterpiece, engineered to see everything from high-altitude objects to low-level incursions. Each radar layer has a specific function, weaving a near-seamless net of electronic surveillance. At 145, the outermost early warning systems register nothing out of the ordinary. The sky is clear. But on a mid-range screen, new contacts appear. Faint, slow, and seemingly insignificant. The system's logic identifies them as natural phenomena, a common sight in the migratory corridors. They are classified as biologicals with a priority level of near zero, no action required. For 15 minutes, the formation proceeds, adhering perfectly to the expected patterns of nature. But these are not creatures of instinct. They are instruments of logic, flying with a cold and calculated purpose. In modern confrontations, the greatest vulnerability can sometimes be an over-reliance on predictable patterns. They exploit a classic tactic, flying below the optimal angle of the primary radar arrays. Their angular design is meant to scatter and absorb radar waves, making them appear weaker than they are. To the defense system, they remain harmless apparitions, ghosts on the edge of perception. The peace of the night sky is now a carefully constructed illusion, about to be shattered. The shield is almost perfect, but in a high-stakes game, the word almost is the only opening an adversary needs. The contacts are now approaching a mandatory identification zone. Their behavior should change. An operator notices, not an alarm, but a gut feeling, a pattern that is just too perfect. The flaw in their disguise was its flawlessness. Nature is random. This was precise. The final moments of quiet are ending. The performance is about to begin. At 0202, a single anomaly. One of the contacts breaks formation in a perfect geometric arc. Migratory birds don't follow mathematical formulas. The first low-level alert is triggered. This is not nature. This is mimicry, a digital wolf masquerading in sheep's clothing in this new Iran-Israel war. The system's analytical core begins re-evaluating, cycling through thousands of scenarios to find a match. Is it a system glitch? Atmospheric interference? The data doesn't fit any known benign category. The formation shifts again, this time into a perfectly straight line. They know they've been noticed. The alert level is elevated. Secondary sensors are tasked to get a clearer picture of the anomalies. A focused energy beam is directed at the contacts, an attempt to force a clearer signal return. Their response is instantaneous. They scatter, making it difficult for the focused beam to track them. It becomes a duel of algorithms, a high-speed chess match played across the electromagnetic spectrum. No matter their formation, their electronic signature remains deceptively weak. They are hiding their true nature. They are not just evading. They are learning, processing each scan from the defense network. Time for ambiguity is over. The contacts are reclassified from unknown to potential adversary. Interceptor systems are brought from standby to full readiness. The board is now set for an engagement. Then another unexpected move. They converge, forming a single dense cluster. Why would an adversary make itself an easier target? Unless the target isn't the objective. The move is counterintuitive, a deliberate provocation designed to elicit a specific response. Every system has a breaking point. It can be overloaded by too many signals, or one signal that is too powerful. They begin to emit low-level electronic noise, the first whispers of the coming storm. The radar screen begins to fill with digital clutter, making it harder to distinguish the real from the false. Countermeasure filters are activated, an attempt to clean the signal and regain clarity. But the intruders constantly shift their frequency, staying one step ahead of the filters. The defenders now realize they are not facing simple machines. They are facing a coordinated, intelligent opponent. At 0216, the final formation. They form a perfect circle, the prelude to their main action. The final phase of the infiltration protocol is now active. They are not launching physical payloads. They are projecting a coordinated storm of pure electronic energy. The defensive filters are overwhelmed. The signal is too strong, too focused. The system is saturated. A digital flashbang. An Iran AI drone swarm executing a sophisticated electronic maneuver. And then, silence. 3 minutes of strategic blindness begins. In the digital age, being blind is worse than being defenseless. It is being lost. The command is given. Switch to backup systems and activate the satellite link immediately. But the switch is not instantaneous. And in that delay, a window of opportunity opens. For that brief period, the intruders are now ghosts, moving freely through an undefended space. One asset breaks from the group, descending rapidly towards a ground-based defensive unit. It carries a non-kinetic payload designed not for demolition but for disruption. Its purpose is to release a powerful energy pulse, silencing any electronics in its immediate vicinity. A surgical move, not to cause damage but to create a temporary yet critical gap in the shield. The moment of delivery. A silent, invisible wave of energy is discharged. A key defensive node goes offline. A successful Israel air defense breach has occurred. On the main board, an icon turns from green to red. A link in the chain is broken. But while attention is focused on this neutralized asset, a different unit, asset number 4, begins a separate, unseen mission. The backup systems are coming online, fighting to restore vision to the command center. The 3-minute timer expires. The Haifa radar blackout is over, but the situation has fundamentally changed. Now begins the damage assessment. The first step is to understand what just happened. Asset 4 continues on its path, moving deeper into the territory, its objective unknown. For the commander, the waiting is the hardest part. Waiting for data, waiting for clarity. The main group of intruders begins to withdraw, their primary mission seemingly accomplished. And as the satellite link fully stabilizes, light returns to the dark screens. There is a collective sigh of relief. But the real problem has only just begun. When the eyes on the ground go dark, the eyes in the sky open, the satellite takes over. The tactical map repopulates, now fed by thermal and optical data from orbit. 11 hostile contacts are clearly visible, heading away from the coast. An intercept solution is calculated, but the command is given to stand down. They are no longer an immediate concern. The first damage report is confirmed. One defensive battery is unresponsive. A full system diagnostic is initiated, searching for any other compromises or anomalies. An analyst begins cross-referencing the system logs from before and after the event. The final log entry before the blackout clearly registered 12 hostile signals. The current satellite feed, however, clearly shows only 11. He runs a comparison protocol, a simple check for discrepancies. And then he sees it, a single critical inconsistency, a missing piece. He realizes the implication immediately. This wasn't just a disruption. He brings the finding to the commander. "Sir, we have a discrepancy." A simple calculation reveals a deeply unsettling conclusion. One of the intruders did not retreat with the others. A new urgent directive is issued. Find the missing asset. A hunt for a ghost begins. Every available sensor is retasked, scanning for a single silent machine. The results are negative. It has vanished from all forms of detection. The initial engagement was a diversion. A grand piece of theater to hide the real, singular objective. During the 3 minutes of darkness, it slipped through the net and disappeared. While 11 wolves drew the hunter's attention away from the flock. The ultimate question remains, where did the 12th wolf go?